Chapter 22 Ye Faithful. All of us are so busy and involved in our own activities and in pursuit of our individual interests that very few try to find out or are interested in finding out the meaning of life. Even those among us who try to explore the meaning of life take the wrong path of resorting to certain external formulas or methods instead of searching within ourselves subjectively. We should understand that life is a subjective experience and not an objective experience. The objects around us merely facilitate the achievement of this subjective experience. We have, however, attached more importance to the objects and have developed an obsession towards them. It is essential to remember that as long as we use the objects, we remain masters of the objects. Once we are obsessed with it, we are also reduced to the status of an object. It is therefore necessary to get rid of this objective outlook towards life. The object should be left at the object level, and our time and energy should be utilized to raise the mind to the subject level and carry out a continuous contemplation about self, the purpose of our life, and its root. We should develop a longing or yearning for truth, which would one day enable us to attain it. Our emotions should be streamlined towards devotion, and our intellect should be free of the world by attaining truth. This would give meaning to our life. In the absence of this subjective outlook, we would become slaves to the objects of the world. The words we use determine or shape our relationship with others, because words once spoken cannot be retracted. Therefore, we should choose our words carefully and ensure that what we speak does not hurt others. This would strengthen our relations with others and help us to lead a life where, at the body level, we live for others and simultaneously we also live for ourselves within. This state would lead us towards attaining realization or truth. So all of us should try to evolve to this level. We may take time to attain this, but time is not the essence as long as we are in the correct path and have faith in God. Ultimately, what is essential is faith, and this faith should be forever. This faithfulness should be like the faithfulness that a dog has towards its master. The dog will always listen to and trust its master, even if it is ill-treated. We should therefore be faithful, and faith alone will enable us to obtain the grace of God. Churches or temples are just mortar and bricks, but through faith they are transformed into God's dwelling place. Similarly, our heart would be the temple of God if we have faith. Otherwise, it remains as an ego, as a bubble that can burst any time. Faith and prayer should back our activities and efforts. All the sounds of the world end in silence. So, it is silence which creates sound, preserves it, and finally destroys it. Similarly, it is the self which creates our ego, conserves it, and ultimately dissolves it. Therefore, whatever we perceive in this world is not real. If it is real, it should exist forever. But nothing in this world is permanent. Everything is transitory and subject to constant change. Only self-faith is permanent. Therefore, we should hold on to this permanent self or Atman and sacrifice our ego. This is the only method to attain the self.